number 1 and just shot number 2, and the cat's trying to figure out what to do with it. Good morning. So I've had people ask me before if I like to squirrel hunt, and I do. I don't get to go out very often. I don't have a good place to go anymore. So what I do have is I have a little air rifle, and I shoot squirrel here in the yard. And maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I shot one. I actually have a video. There'll be a link up above. I'll post it. I don't know. But today I'm gonna skin a couple more that I had found. Well, I shouldn't say found. I shot. So we've got a small black squirrel and a large gray squirrel. So I'm going to show you the process of skinning it, cutting it, and then what I do as far as how to preserve it and save it for when I get, more than a couple of them, so that I can fry them up or do whatever I want with them. So stay tuned. Okay, so I already had started on one squirrel and had Madison videotaping it, and the video wasn't that great, so I went ahead and got the tripod and decided to just go ahead and videotape myself. So for right now, I've already got one of these squirrels done, and get down here so you can see. And so I've already I blew its back strap out, so I was only able to really extract the 2 hind legs. The 2 front legs, it was such a small squirrel, it wasn't really worth anything. And then Haley likes to fry up the heart. Where it's at? Yeah, the heart. I don't know if you see that or not. So I always save that so she can have that. But we do have one bigger gray squirrel. And he was he, I don't know, was it he? Nope, she is a monster. So anyways, as I was mentioning in the other video, I shot her, I think hopefully right up in here somewhere, and not penetrated the guts like I did on the last one. The last one I definitely got the guts, but she's really clean as far as no actually not even really seeing any fleas or anything on her, which is unusual because normally they do, but I guess maybe the hard frost that we've had already in the cold weather is taking care of a lot of that. So as I had mentioned on the last one, and I may post some of that from that black squirrel I did, I'm not too sure at this moment, but you try to find a piece of the thick part here, and you just try to cut along there a spot to be able to get your hands down in there. And it's not always easy without trying to get into the meat of everything. So I think I got it right there. Yep. So then you just get your hands in between 2 sections like this, and you get a hold of it and you rip it apart like that. Oh yeah, a lot better than the last one, because the last one was a little hard to do because of the fact that I got it in the gut. So did I shoot it twice? I may have shot it twice, I'm not sure, can't remember. But trying to get the front corner on this one because I didn't get it on the last one. See if I can get the front legs. It's a lot bigger squirrel, should have a lot more meat. Oh yeah, I can see where was that shot at. I thought it was right up in here. Well, maybe I got it in the head, I don't know, we'll see here in a second. But pull that back into there, pull that back over into there. There you go. Yeah, I think you can see it right there. There's a little bit of blood spot right there. So I got it right up in the neck. It just moved around for a little bit, and then it was gone. So again, just get a hold of one of the legs here, and just, if you could bend it, pop the bone. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it. It's so small. But I just cut the legs, the foot off. Now, my knife was sharp. You have to pause and go get a new blade put on here. There it goes. So, on there. This other one off. Wind's starting to pick up here in Ohio today. Got wind advisories out. It is really nice. As you can see, I'm out here in a t-shirt. That's unusual for December, but not anymore, it seems like. Then I go ahead and I just cut the neck off. Cut the whole head. I like the fact that the skin is of the body is above it. Then you're not really looking at it. You don't even see what it is. So there's the top portion, and I will cut most of that off. Now to finish off the hind section, just got to keep skinning it off. She's even started to get some fat in there. She was a big one. She was actually feeding next door on some scraps that the neighbor had put out, I think left over from their bird. And the cat was up front, and she was, or no, it was Buster. Buster was up front, and he was trying to see if he can catch them. They love to chase the squirrels around here. They don't know what to do if they were ever catch one, because I've shot them 2 or 3 times now, and they just go up there and just sniff them. They don't know what to do. There we go. That pulled down. Just got to keep working inside of this. Like I said, it'd be a lot easier had I done this early on, but there was still some squirrel in the area, and I was just kind of watching, see if anything else showed up. All right, once you get to that portion, this is a little bit easier to break. I just go in here and just break off the foot so that I can, there we go, right there. Same thing over here. I try to be careful when you do this, because there you go, it will cut you if you get too far. So then cut off where I just broke it at. Cut the tail end off. That portion's gone. And then this other section. I don't make this look very easy because I honestly haven't done it in a little while. Come on, a ligament or something right there. And I think my knife is getting kind of dull. All right, so now we're left with just a skinned out squirrel. I haven't gutted it yet. That's the next step. So to gut the squirrel, I think I'm going to pause this and go change the blade on this because it is super dull, and I want to be able to cut through this thing without having major issues. I mean, there's nothing there. It's dull. So hang on a second. Okay, so I thought I would actually demonstrate what I'm talking about as far as replacement blades. These knives are pretty cool. This one just a Walmart special. I have another one that I got at another sporting goods place, but when you buy them, they come a lot of times with 4 or 5 of these replacement blades, and it's really easy to change them out. I really like them because they cost about $1.25 maybe a piece, but I use pliers so that way I don't hurt myself. But there's a little button here on the side. You just push that, you grab a hold of it, pops right out. So I'm actually going to just throw it in that casing there. Then you just take your new blade, which I'll probably end up replacing this again. I don't know. I'm not going to be digging too much into bone. Hey, Buster came up to visit us. Okay, so anyways, you just take that, and all you gotta do is slide it right back inside there. It's got a little sleeve on here this time, and then it's locked in place. It's there. You just pull that off, and you get yourself a whole new blade. So Anyways, back to gutting the squirrel. I'll put some gloves back on. It just saves my hands from getting super bloodied up. And then I can take them off and I can open the door and get to things. The noise you hear in the background, that's my oldest Kate. She's taking off. She's got some errands to run today. So just trying to get that done before things get crazy here. All right, so with this portion here, I just like to take my knife and I just like to come down right through the chest cavity and just slide this, try to stay out of the gut portion. Just slide straight down through there. See, it's already starting to pop open. And then I actually come down below the groin there and just take your knife this way a little bit. Just slit a little bit there, and you should be able to just pull that apart and then finish the rest of the way. Right straight through there, so then that way you can just pull everything straight out. So just pull that right there and apart like that. And all you gotta do is, actually it looks like I might have gotten, no, I got it with the knife. You can see see its stomach, what it was eating. So I'm just gonna work on here. There's the liver. We got the liver, stomach, intestines. There's the larger intestine. She got a lot of fat on her. She was eating good. So I just grab a hold of the liver portion here and then just take it right here and just tear straight down, and the whole gut pile comes right out real easy. So that's the top portion. And look at all this fat. I mean, look at all that fat she had on her. She was thick, but good looking meat though. So right inside here, up above here, is where the obviously where the lungs and the heart is. And it looks like the lungs, looks like maybe I might have nicked them too. I don't know. Maybe they're just deflated. But I'm gonna rip the heart out again and the lungs, get all that junk out of there. Just ink on it. So there's the lungs. Actually looks like they were intact. And then there's the heart. So I'm just gonna cut off the heart portion, save on that. Like I said, the girls like to fry it up and eat that. So I'm not gonna deprive them of that. Anyways, now what I do is I cut in here. The back strap is good on this one. The other one, it was blown out. I shot her right in that portion. So now I'm going to go in here and now I got a sharp knife. I'm going to cut this rib section off, get this fat out of here. Now I got a really nice sharp knife, so that makes things a lot easier. Just come across there, clean this up a little bit. Throw that heart in there before I lose it. And then right across, same thing here. Just cut all that out. Okay, so then we got a nice portion of the hind there. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. So we got the sharp knife. You can do this all if you want, or if it doesn't matter. You don't have to be too detailed on cutting this off. It's just, there's a lot of fat in that area, so I just decided, hey, why not just cut it out of there. There we go. Get it cleaned up real nice. So everything looks good, looks clean. So now I'm gonna just take the spine and I'm gonna snap it right there. That'll make it easier for me to cut this off. So right where I just split it, I'm just going to cut that portion right off. So, oops, look at that shiny skin stuff. All right, so there's another nice clean. We finally got some nice back straps there, nice legs just like the last one. So I'm gonna throw that in the bucket. And then now all we got left is the front. I need to clean that cavity out. So on the front, there's a tiny bit of meat right here, not a whole lot. You got the shoulder, you got the ribs. So what I always do is I just like to come up underneath the arm right here and just cut that shoulder down like that. Get down over here, and I don't want to get down too much of that meat, so I'm just trying to work my way around it. Cut that shoulder off. So there's a ball joint right there. Just break that right off. And just gonna clean this up a little bit. There's a few little boogers running around in there, but this is all going to be, what I like to do is I like to take it, so there's a little bit of meat on there. You know, you just fry this up, or however which way you want to do it. But put that in there, and then do the same thing on this other side. Just kind of follow that shoulder around. Kind of letting gravity do the work. See? Just pull that right apart. That's the end of that. So, clean this up just a little bit more. Take that. Cut that bone out of there, that joint. Because then I ruined another knife blade by doing this. There we go. Just to clean it up a little bit. So, all right. Well, that's it. That's the rest of it. There's a little bit of portion I can cut off here too. It's really stringy. Let's see here. There we go. All right, so that'll do it. So that's all that's left of that. So now we've got two squirrels. There's a big white gray squirrel and a smaller black squirrel, and that's how you skin them. I wish I would have shot that one a little bit better than the other. I'm gonna take my gloves off, come back up here. There we go. Anyways, I wish I would have shot that that black squirrel a little more to the front instead of the back, but it was moving. It was hard to position, and the air rifle I have is not exactly always accurate. So I have a hard time kind of shooting here in the backyard. The girls busted some pumpkins down there, and I took like 3 or 4 shots at a squirrel this morning, and missed it. 2 of them actually, and missed both of them. And ironically, the gray squirrel I did shoot was actually a squirrel that I tried to shoot back here, and it ran across the neighbor's yard, and then the cat Buster chased it, and then later on it moved to the front because I saw it go up the tree and then around, and I knew it was going up to the front, and I knew it was the same squirrel. So ironically, I did shoot it later, and it did have a good meal before I harvested. So that's how you skin a squirrel and gut it and clean it up. I'm going to take this inside this bucket, and what I do is I fill it with water and just salt, and just put it on a brine. That'll get a lot of that blood portion out of it, and just kind of help clean it up as well. Helps remove the hair and everything, but I'll rinse them off and do that. But that's going to be it for this video. If you haven't done so already, please click the like button. It so we know that you like this video, and then also hit the subscribe button. That way we can, and the little bell icon, so that way you get notifications of any other videos that we are doing. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.